Operation Christmas Joy started off 14 years ago with only a few bags of toys given out at the Children's Hospital in Panama City. This year, thanks to so many wonderful people around the United States, we have close to 6,500 Christmas boxes, diaper bags, gift bags, and backpacks, and thousands of stuffed animals. Also, we had new dresses, as well as clothes for boys, packaged individually for distribution all over Panama. As the gifts arrive in Montgomery from all over the country, volunteers prepare them for shipment to Panama. Then a 40-foot container arrives. The container was filled to the brim. Sit back and enjoy this short presentation as you see the sights and the sounds and the good times that even those of us who went to Panama, made the distribution, received such amount of joy. As one worker said, you've got to see it to believe it. We began this trip by loading a large cattle truck with all the Christmas gifts to be distributed throughout the course of the week. We all knew we were about to be part of the joy of so many children throughout the region. Our first stop was to deliver backpacks to a school in Agua Fria, and then on to El Tidal Church, where 150 plus children awaited our arrival. We never lack enough help because the children surround the truck and they are ready to help take the boxes in. One special surprise for the El Tidal Church of Christ this year, when one individual heard about their plight and saw their meeting house, which is almost ready to fall down, later would tell me they wanted to donate money toward the construction of a new meeting house. Because of that money, the work is starting very soon. Our next stop was the Santa Fe Church of Christ, where over 250 children received their gifts. What a tremendous outreach program for this church. As the community comes together and families see the joy that we all get from giving gifts to their children. Due to some unexpected problems on the rivers, we were unable to distribute the gifts in the Indian communities of Alta de Playón and Peña Bihual and Las Magotas. All of these are Imbada communities and communities we've worked with a long time. We were able to give the gifts to the Peace Corps volunteers who made sure that every child received their gift. On Saturday afternoon, we traveled to a small community located on the Chuquinaki River to deliver backpacks to a school of 15 students. There were a lot of other children there as well, and everyone received a gift besides the backpack. Saturday evening, we were in the Clinic of Hope, and what a joy it was. Over 400 children with their moms and dads came out for the occasion, and they all wanted their picture taken with Santa Claus. The next morning, we traveled to Metatee, where we worshiped with the local church. Afterwards, we distributed the gifts to over 150 children. And then it was on to the community of Wakuku, where we have to say there was chaos. But our ladies with our group were in for the task. And after a few minutes, they had everybody organized, where the smallest to the oldest. We demonstrated the water filter because the water in this community is filthy. Some of the worst I've seen in Panama outside the river. We installed 2 water filters and promised the other 122 families they would get a filter in February if we were able to come up with the money.
Toma. Sí. Sí, sí, puede hacerlo. Voy a explicarles algo también, mire. Ok, la pregunta es, ¿todos los usuarios que hicieran este filtro?
We have the money for this project. Sunday evening, we were back at Tortilla, where over 300 children arrived from the community to receive their Christmas gifts. What a joy it was to be back in Tortilla and to enjoy the hospitality of our local Christians. Monday morning, we departed for Tortilla Bajo School. Over 160 children received gifts, and then to Santa Rosa School, over 200 children received their gifts. Following this, we departed for Ipaticuna, very nearby. And we arrived, we could truly see there was going to be chaos today. And our ladies were going to have their work cut out for them, and they did. And after the organization was ready, each child came in and got a gift bag. They were so colorfully dressed and looked so beautiful, as they always do. Tuesday morning found us traveling again into the mountains, where we distributed over 600 gifts to the Platanilla Church. All the schools had turned out, and the children from the surrounding mountain areas were there. It was a joy to once again be in this beautiful surrounding. Wednesday morning, we arrived in Chepo, and here we were able to distribute gifts to over 100 children. On Thursday morning of our second week, our volunteers arrive at the Children's Hospital at 4:30 a.m. so that all the gifts can be pre-placed in each ward. The group arrived around 9 and prepared to give out the Christmas gifts throughout the hospital's 4 floors. Working with the volunteers of the hospital and the nurses on each floor, we began this task. This is always such a moving part of this ministry, for so many of the children are so extraordinarily ill. We were overjoyed to be joined by the U.S. Ambassador to Panama, Jonathan Farrar, and his wife, Terry, along with 2 of their family members who helped distribute the Christmas gifts. Ambassador Farrar was extremely complimentary of this program and promised to be part of other parts of this ministry. There were over 200 children on all the 4 floors of the hospital. From the intensive care unit to the burn unit to the cancer unit, we distributed Christmas gifts for every single child. Every mother received a beautiful bag made so lovingly with the things a mom would need while sitting with her child at the hospital. Things like a blanket that she so much needed. It's so cold in the rooms, and they oftentimes do not have anything to cover up with. Beautiful blankets made by a church in Columbia, Tennessee were distributed throughout the hospital. In the evening, we went to the Cancer Center, a beautiful facility for children who are undergoing different types of bone marrow transplants and chemotherapy. We conclude Operation Christmas Joy 2013 by delivering gifts to a new hospital on the south side of the city, where 12 children of various ages received a gift. What a joy it has been to participate in this program made possible by caring Christians from all over the United States. Because each one of you took the time to make a gift this year, and some of you made more than one. Some made as many as 20, so that others may have a good Christmas. I cannot thank you enough for sharing your blessings. Sharing your blessings with others. That's what life is all about. That's what Christianity is about. Looking out and caring. And you have cared. God bless you all in His service. Remember the words of our Lord Jesus. As you have done it to the least of these, you have done it to me.